Hello, Tom from Every Step Calculus, everystepphysics.com. A line integral problem again. I'm going to do this until I get done with the formulas that I've found so that you can do all these on your test or whatever might come up on your test or homework. My programs are one of a kind. I'm the only one that does it. I'm not the only one that could do it, but I'm the only one that does do it, because I was into calculus at one time, and then of course into programming, which I like. Anyways, you can go to my site and buy my program for $40, and they'll have you pass calculus. Simple as that. And calculus, I have determined, is a worthless math concept. It doesn't solve anything. As far as I'm concerned, can't solve anything because it always comes up with one single number. It doesn't come up with formulas or wild things that you can solve cancer with or help with physical fitness, and which they all say it does, but they're just completely uninformed and they don't do this calculus as much as I do it. But anyways, index A to get to my menu. Here's a problem right off a test. Get to my main menu. We're going to scroll down here. I'm just going to hold down on the cursor here to scroll down to the L section as line integrals, and choose that because that's the subject we're talking about, and here's line integrals. And we're going to do, this is in F. Notice that this is all the possible test entries for line integrals. In other words, you got dx dy, dx dy dz, function of x and y, a function of x, y, z, I and j and k, and x equals, okay? That's what's going to be on any test you might take. One of those. You have to choose which one. Now this one would be x, y, z. They've left off the y in here somewhere, but you got a z here, so you're going to choose. You certainly couldn't do x, y. Choose number 4, x, y. You'd have to choose number 5, x, y, z. So I'm going to press the number. You can scroll down or press the number. I'm going to enter the function. Now you're going to press alpha and enter this function here, which is x squared times z. Okay? Alpha x squared times z. Now I've already entered this in all these variables. I'm not going to do each variable because I just wanted to show you how do you enter the variables in here. And but I've entered them in here for speed, Now what's given here is points. You see points here? Yeah. Now there's segments, that's for sure. They're going from this point to this point. That's a segment. So we choose points in my next menu. And we're going to XYZ to XYZ. Here's XYZ to XYZ, okay? So we're going to choose that. I can't put X1 and X2, etc. because of the width of this screen here, so I have to keep it within the constraints of this area here. So you have to get used to my programs a little bit, try them out, do them. Press number 3, and we're going to go quickly through entering these. Now you'd press alpha and put each one of these in. Alpha 0, alpha 6, alpha minus 1. And I show you what you've entered. You can change it if you want. I say it's okay. And we're going to parameterize it in t, okay? So, and this is the formula. Don't let any professor tell you any different. This is 1 minus t times x1 plus x2 times t, okay? That's it. Now you get all kinds of professors that throw this stuff around, and these are the tough things. You don't know what they're talking about, what they do, and they think it's simple. They've been teaching this crap for years, so they just, throw it around. But we have to know the formula and to be able to make it constrain which every other possible thing, you know. And here's y, and here's z, the parameterization of this, okay? And when you parameterize, the limits are 0, the range is 0 to 1. So x equals 4t, the derivative of that is 4. Y equals 6 minus 5t times t, the derivative is minus 5, etc., okay? Do it exactly like this system. ds right over here, there's the ds, that equals the magnitude of the segment, and that's the derivative of RT, which is these here, x prime of is squared and y prime of squared and z prime of squared, okay? 4 minus 5, 6, does everything for you. Write this stuff down, don't even study it. It's not worth studying, it's a waste of time. So our range is from 0, here's the integral here, we're substituting all of those in for x and y. Here's x, and then of course we have the ds here, okay? We bring all constants outside of the integral in calculus, okay? If there's a constant in here, we bring it out. We integrate it. Of course, you could all integrate this like nothing, couldn't you? Of course you could. And then at t equals 1, we enter the t in for all the t's in this, what we just found on the screen before, and we come 56 divided by 3. And at t equals 0, we enter the zeros for all the t's. Up comes 0. We always upper minus lower in physics and in calculus. 56, 3 minus 0 answers, and then we add the square root of 77 in your 57, you know, this answer here, okay? Notice that a line integral, notice how stupid everything is, because this doesn't even represent anything. What is this? Feet, meters? Is it square cube roots? What is it, you know? Never know. Just a bunch of garbage. And go to my site, buy my program, and pass calculus. Believe me, it's the greatest programs ever. Have a good one.